Okay, let's go ahead and get things underway. Let me go ahead and stop Spotify for the moment, and now we're going to move over to this screen. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Classics Revisited, the live streaming show where I watch a classic film and react to it on the channel. Now, my definition of a classic may not be your definition of a classic. For me, it just has to be a movie that I have enjoyed and want to watch again and react to it on the channel. Some people might have an age limit, or it has to be like this many stars by Siskel and Ebert or whoever, IMDb, Letterboxd. I just have to have enjoyed it. That's it. So today's feature is going to be Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And you may have noticed that I have made this particular stream visitable by anyone who wants to come into it live. That's because usually Classics Revisited, I do those as members only live streams. You have to be a member of the channel. You have to I think the cheapest membership is like $3 a month or something. But basically you have to be a member in order to be here on the live stream. I've waived that today because this is basically a belated celebration of Spider-Man Day, which occurred on August 1st. And for those of you who know me in real life, I did a bunch of Spider-Man themed programs at my library that day. We had a lot of fun. I showed the movies. I think I showed this one, and I showed No Way Home. I also did some programs. We did Spider-Man bookmarks. We did, let me think. I did a presentation on the history of Spider-Man in video games. And then I did trivia at the end of the day for prizes, which everyone wanted. So it was a lot of fun. I just couldn't do much on the channel on Friday. I even couldn't do the movie because I was watching Wicked City instead, which was, I mean, good. It has got some issues. It's got some big issues, but that was good. And for the first anime that I've watched on the channel in well over 6 months, it was a decent return to anime. So, which by the way, anime is the theme on the channel this year. I'll be watching like 4 more anime films. So keep your eye out for those. And now that I've posted it, I can also announce that I will be watching one anime series. I'm going to be watching Way of the House Husband, which I believe is viewable on Netflix. And I'm looking forward to that one because it looks like it is not only short, but according to my partner, it's cute and it's fun and I don't know. I've heard a lot of good about it, so I'm looking forward to watching that. I don't yet know when. I don't have days and times out yet, but as soon as I do, I'll post them. So, hey, CG Anime Fan is here. And also, Schmucko Wucko, how you doing? If characters from the first film count, I think that Penny Parker is a wholesome, likable character that has a cool art style. Very nice. Very nice. I like how so far all of the votes are for the other ones. I like that. I like that a lot. Because I mean, at least in this one, there are hundreds of different spider people. You could like the cat that chases Miles around, and that would count. So, but yeah, really, if they appear in this franchise anywhere, then they count. Which, I mean, technically, Noir does appear in this movie. It's very brief, but he does appear towards the end of the movie. So does Ham, so does Penny. So yeah, those choices count. So absolutely. Um, I'm going to take a couple of minutes to eat. I haven't had breakfast or lunch today, and so I went and grabbed some chips and salsa, and so I'm going to eat just a little bit before we get started. So, anyways, I want to ask you guys. Last year on Spider-Man Day, we actually did the trivia, where like I put out the trivia and you guys played on the Kahoot app, and it was just for fun. And I don't know. I was thinking if you guys were interested, we could do something like that again this week. Probably not tonight, but maybe tomorrow because I'm basically on vacation. I'm on vacation for like the next 10 days. And maybe I don't know, maybe if I put up like a it would be something small like a $10 Amazon gift card or something. Um we could do like a Spider-Man trivia contest. Like, what do you guys think? Would you be interested? Let me know. So, uh you hope that the film holds up for me? Oh man. So, I actually showed this film at the library on Friday, and it was just amazing because um I actually delayed my video game presentation because everyone in the teen zone, their eyes were glued to the movie. They couldn't stop watching it. And frankly, I couldn't either. I don't think there is a single like frame of this movie that you could not post up like on a poster somewhere in your room and be like, that's really nice. I just don't think that is the I just think that's the case. This is a very beautifully done movie. And like in Into the Spider-Verse, like one part that makes me choke up all the time is when Miles finally takes the leap and you see him falling up. That is such an inspirational moment. I feel like Gwen got a lot of those moments in this movie, which and I don't think that's a bad thing, frankly. Um, but I think by the time I'm going to assume that you guys have seen this movie by now. Um, but by the time the we're moving towards the credits, we see that Gwen has got a team assembled, and that she's going to go after Miles. Like I'm just so freaking proud of her, and it's like parental happy tears almost, you know. I apologize for eating on camera, guys. I know some people might have issues with it. I try not to make a thing out of this regularly, but I just didn't have time today to properly feed myself, and so I'm taking a few minutes to do it here. So I appreciate your patience, but this absolutely needs to happen. To misquote Bruce Banner, you wouldn't like me when I'm hangry. Okay, all right. I'm going to eat a couple of grapes to clear my palate because salsa is hot, or at least this kind is. It's medium. Mm. Okay, all right. I think we can more or less go on now. So, okay, if the third film doesn't have a Morbius cameo, I'll be massively disappointed. I mean, I suppose anything could happen, but I don't see any reason to expect one. So, I'm just saying. Okay, all right. So, and look who's here. Hello, Trouble. How are you? My lovely little kitty, my lovely little gremlin is here. Hold on. I'm gonna bag up the chips real quick, or close up the chips, whatever you want to call it. And she is not bothering me for any treats, which she shouldn't be because I gave her plenty this morning. Okay, so we're gonna get started in a couple minutes here. I am going to let's see. We're gonna put on headphones. We're basically gonna do the sound test real quick. So we're gonna put on headphones. We are going to plug in the headphones, and then oh yeah, and I should turn off the desktop audio so that you guys can't hear, because that becomes a copyright issue on the stream if you guys can hear it. So, all right. And I'm playing the movie right now, and I'm actually just gonna move ahead. Okay. You shouldn't You shouldn't be hearing any of the dialogue that I'm hearing right now. So, all right. So it looks good. Gonna move it back to 0 on the timeline. And of course, it wants to play immediately because it's dumb. All right. So hopefully you guys didn't hear anything. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. And, but I think we're good to go. Let me go ahead and get my timer ready. I'm not going to bring it up just yet because I need to do the intro first. So, okay. So before we get started, let me just go ahead and let anyone who is new here know that if this is Classics Revisited, it is a live streaming show in which I watch and react to a movie on my channel. However, if you are here to see any video or hear any audio from the movie in question, you're going to be disappointed. Basically, what you've got right now is kind of the entirety of it. You're basically getting my reaction to what is being watched. If that's not what you're here for, I understand. If you want to click away and go watch something else, I don't want to waste your time. I also don't want any nasty comments from people who don't understand what a watch party is, but whatever. What this is an opportunity for you to watch the film along with me if you have access to it. Across the Spider-Verse is available for viewing on Disney Plus, and then my copy I got a year or so ago on Fandango at home. I was able to get it fairly cheap, so I've got my copy up. That's what I'll be watching. You guys are welcome to watch along with me. And formulate your own reactions to the film itself. Feel free to put them in the chat. All right. Part of the purpose for this is that I will eventually want to make this into a reaction video, so we can use this footage to later do edits where we make a reaction video, kind of a highlight reel of it. Sorry, no started running for a second there. So to that end, we will be doing an introduction, and then we'll watch the movie. Then we'll do what I call a postmortem, and then we will do an outro, and then we'll be done. So that is the plan here. Hopefully, hopefully you guys are down for that. And to that end, we are going to go ahead and work on that introduction, and we're going to do that right now. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Classics Revisited, the live streaming show where I rewatch a classic film on the channel and react to it. My definition of a classic film may not be your definition of a classic film. It could be something from the year 1965 that I enjoyed. It could be something from the year 2023 or 2025, as this year is. All that has to happen is for me to have really, really enjoyed it and then have seen it. So to that end, today's feature is going to be Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I'm watching this partially as a belated Spider-Man Day celebration event, and partially just because I want to watch this. This is a great movie, and I really enjoy it. So, now, as Classics Revisited is a watch party and reaction show, this will serve as a watch party and reaction to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse from the year 2023. I love this movie. If you go to my Letterboxd, you will see that this is one of my top 4 movies. And believe me, I could have put all Spider-Man movies up there, but I didn't want to just do Spider-Man movies. So you've got a couple of others. So I had to narrow it down to 2, and I basically went with the 2 most recent ones that I just really enjoyed. So that was Across the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man No Way Home. This movie is something special. This movie, every single frame of it is a piece of art. Every single frame, you could freeze every single frame of this movie and you could hang it up as a poster, wherever you wanted to. And it just looks astounding, The colors, the visual design, character expressions, everything looks amazing. But I think what really draws me to this movie is the narrative, because we had a pretty good start with Into the Spider-Verse. Great movie, standalone film, excellent. But then we have this movie is as much about like Miles is the main character, but I would say that Gwen is kind of a co-protagonist here. And so it becomes a lot about them and their journeys as well. I would say that the focus is still mainly on Miles, but Gwen has some very pivotal moments that kind of add to the narrative in a big way. And really, I think Miles is just kind of all about, like, yes, this is maybe the way things have been, but does this actually have to be the way things have to continue to be? I feel like that is kind of the I don't know, the mantra of his character, and I think it ends up really working out. He's someone who really wants to be a part of the system, and then as he starts to observe that system, he's kind of like, I don't know if it should be this way. I really like that about him, and he of course gets a lot of help from a lot of people, and he has opposition from a lot of people within that very same system. So many good characters in this movie. Miles and Gwen, obviously. Gwen's dad, Miguel O'Hara, Hobie Brown, Pav. You know, I won't even get into the cameos. Miles's parents, just so many good characters who are coming from genuine places. I really feel like this is one of the strongest written Spider-Man movies to date, simply because we have so many good characters that come out of it. And so this is for so many reasons just a movie that it brings a smile to my face even as I get enraged at certain parts of it. Um, and especially towards the end, we get a moment that I'm just like, oh, proud parent kind of moment. So, anyways, I'm looking forward to rewatching this one on Classics Revisited, and hopefully you are as well. Uh, if you enjoy these reactions, please go ahead and thwip the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, if you enjoy these reactions, consider sharing them out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. In this case, especially other Spider fans, I think. I'm just saying. Whether you like or dislike this movie, let me know why in the comments. I would love to hear, excuse me, I would love to have a conversation with you about this movie. All right. Excuse me, and I seem to be getting the hiccups right now. It'll go away. It'll go away in a moment. Oh, and finally, you can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. There is a master playlist of all movies that I've watched and reacted to. And I'm starting to, sorry, and I'm starting to divide them up into shorter playlists, usually by genre. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse would be, let's see, animated, science fiction, action, adventure. I could make up some tagged subgenre playlists like uh, comic book, superhero, and Spider-Man. Regardless of which playlist you're looking for, you can find it on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Party. All right, and I think that's everything. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready, and we're gonna start watching the movie in just a moment. Let's go ahead and pull on ye old headphones. We should be good to go. All right. Oh, I should bring up the timer. You guys, there we go. All right. Oh, I never reset the timer from last time. I should do that too. There we go. All right. Okay, this movie is like 2 hours and 20 minutes long, so buckle up, guys. It's gonna be a bit. All right. Okay. I think we're good to go. All right. Okay, everyone. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Oh, wait, hold on. Yep, sorry, I need to explain something real quick. Okay, right, I've got the timer up. So just so you guys know, I'm going to throw out the thwip, and then once I do that, about a second later, I'm going to hit play, and then probably about a second or two after that, I'll hit go on the timer since they're not all synchronized. So just so you know, just so you know. All right. And okay. Okay, everyone. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse 2023 movie. Here we go. All right. We should be off to the races now. Oh, yes. Like even the Sony, like the introduction here, like with all of this glitching and the different iterations of the Sony logo and everything else, like all of this, it's just really cool. I'm wondering if some of these have ever even been used. We got this very foreboding score that comes in. Like, this movie is just a treat for the senses. The little name badge, Sony Pictures Animation variants. Lord and Miller knew what they were doing when they made this movie. They really did. All right, I'm going to move up just a little bit. I want to be able to take up a little bit more of the frame here. There we go. Up by the Comics Code Authority. I like how they're lampshading that. It's like this time it's Gwen starting things off. And he wasn't the only, and he's not the only one. Yes. I love this writing device right here, too. He hasn't, yep. And, oh, and so we're getting a, and he's not the only one. We're getting a rehash of things that happened to Miles from Into the Spider-Verse. I love how she keeps using that phrase, and he's not the only one. You don't. Yeah. Again, I love this. I love this intro. This intro monologue, like with everything. Oh, he's not the only one she hurt. We're seeing a lot of stuff from like the future too. Yo, Def Leppard, love it. Is the song over? um, just like she's like, I don't want to talk. Leave me alone. Let me just hit things. Again, every single frame here. Like, watch this. Yeah, look at this transition. All of her different looks. You see Miles in the reflection of the window. Man. Okay, if you don't know it, Peter right here is voiced by Jack Quaid. Huey from The Boys. Boimler from Star Trek Lower Decks. All these different looks for everyone. Ned. So Ned leads. I guess Peter and Ned aren't friends in every reality. I would have thought that guy would have been Flash Thompson. I like her dress for the dance with the jacket. Oh, flipping Ned. Oh, God. That was one hell of a she he look at him. He looks like twisted. Oh my God. And he knew. He knew all about her. Don't go. Don't know how much control you have over that one, Gwen. I just, yeah. Man, so in this reality, Captain Stacy knew Peter. Like they were family friends. So interesting. I like all of the artistic changes they made, you know. J. Jonah Jameson, J.K. Simmons can't get away from that role in any reality, and I love it. Okay, and I guess we're kind of at current day here. Great, great time. I quit. I love the band so much. I quit. Oh boy, that's good. It is so fun. I love this conversation between Spider Woman and Captain Stacy occurring as an argument between dad and daughter. Oh, see, I love this too. The color palette change as soon as they hug. You know, it kind of gives the indication that emotions kind of I don't know, they indicate the colors going on. Cool. Yeah. And now she's like, "Okay, well, I got to go." So, so in this musical bit right here, the whole ba-da-bam, ba-da-bum, that's actually if you slow those notes down, um it's the same notes as when you sing Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Watch. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Like they took that and compressed it and put it into this piece for Gwen. And it's little touches like that that make this film great, you know? Oh, oh, that was a different looking vulture. Yuri Watanabe. Oh, I think you found her. Yep. She's trying to protect the cops. Oh, come from behind, smack. What happened to that smiter sense? Made of parchment. Oh, glitching. Yes, I like how she's just like, okay, I kind of know what you're going through. I love the meta commentary on art too. Okay, and now they've just said what I said. That was not intentional, I swear, even if I've seen this. That's yeah. That's an interesting perspective. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. And Deus Ex Portal. Portal Ex Machina. I love that musical beat right or motif. That's the you better step off musical theme right there. It's classified. And here we go, the intros. It's much cooler than a watch. I don't know. I think that was pretty funny. Your shocking mess. Ayate. I never caught that before. And that's I really like the very offhand reference to Spider-Man No Way Home right there. And Miguel's like, nah, no, I'm good. I got this. Excellent, excellent musical theme for this. Oh, Hammer Space. Okay, I forgot about that. Whoa. Ouch. That can't feel good. Already called her. Lila, your butt. Lila is to Miguel what trouble is to me. And we got a motorcycle. And a pregnant version of Spider Woman. And I'm just so cool. Will you adopt me? And there we go. Web him up, bring him down. See? Oh, they heard that, huh? Oh, come on. Clearly she could use the camaraderie. So he has the equivalent of pumpkin bombs, too. Really? I don't know what he's saying there, but oh God. I like I like the back and forth dialogue between him and the guy on the loudspeaker. Oh man, that vulture took it to the head right there. Uh-oh. Bump, bump, bump. Uh-huh. It's like big effort needed here. So she concentrates by creating a beat. Bump, 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 bump. All right, he got them. And now she is what? Gumming up the blades? Yeah, that's a big one. That never isn't exciting. That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, okay, buddy. Well, she showed you that, she's good at what she does. So, okay. But we still have this little unresolved matter of her cop dad. There he is. See, now she has a spider sense. This scene is heartbreaking right here. This dialogue between the two of them. God, the gunshot too. Like, whoa. So she's out of webs. She's only got one real move left, and so she does it. She pulls the mask off and then looks at him. Look at his face. Look at the colors. He looks away from her. Oh, God, that sentence. You can hear the desperation in her voice. Look at his eyes. Look at her face. You're all I have left. And what does he say next? God. Dude, don't get any closer. That's your daughter. He's like, I don't want to deal with this. Canon remains intact. Now look between the two of them. I don't know how to fix this. Wow. And Miguel can relate that. He can relate to that. Gives her the watch thingy. I guess they're called web watches. I don't know. And they're just like, she's just like, well, my own dad is going to arrest me. I've got no one here. She gives him one last look, and she goes through the portal. And now we finally get the intro to the movie. So much foreshadowing in this intro right here too. These opening credits. And now we're back on Miles. There's what is this? Brooklyn Visions Academy or something? Right, right. Yes, he is, but right. The spot. Preferably not chained to the wall. Again, I love the dialogue in this movie. It doesn't seem to quite work like that. He's trying to like this must be his first time because he's not very good at this. Look on his face. Got a bat. Okay, yeah, it is his first time doing this. It's like a lot of kind of clue dialogue in all of this. Easy to lose it all, you know. ATM machine. Ah ha ha. Like chai tea, right? Mm-hmm. Uh because of the spots, yeah. We meet again. That is funny. It 1 year ago. Oh, shot himself in the eye. See? Spot could be just pay me now. Like, yep, nope. We sure it was a radioactive spider? Yeah, yeah, they're going real great right now. Uh, oh, that. Okay, that was disturbing right there. Did she leave him the spider cave at least? I mean, come on. Ugh. I'd like to know that story. I love that. I love that little fantasy right there. Oh yeah, he doesn't dwell on it at all, Gwen. Not one bit, Gwen. And the others too. Just keep going. Damn. This is in Porkage? In Forfkind? In a minute. Oh, took advantage of that. Nice. He's pulling him through the portals too. This is like one of the silliest fights I've ever seen, and I love it. I love the Spot's narration of this fight too. That poor that kid. It's like, I don't know, man. This looks silly. I don't know if I want to be Miles anymore. Ooh. That was a nice little power stunt right there. Your costume's too tight in the back, by the way. And now he's like, I need to go. Come on, Genki. It's like, give me my shoes. I'm sorry, did people not see that? Now he's going camo. All right. Which is blank. Interest in comedy. Well, you know. Mhm. Good. Mhm. That's not my fault. A truant. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. We're not struggling exactly. you, you can't go that far away. I mean, he knows about these programs. He's at least put that much thought into it, you know? How is that different? Life is a journey. They want to keep him home. He's like, nope, I can't stay home if I want to do this. Oh man. Thanks, Genki. Did he order the cake for tonight? Mm-hmm. Dang. Uh-huh. I love how the fight is going on in the background. This is Morales. Oh. And now Jeff has gone through one of those holes. That's got to be unsettling. Oh. Oh yeah, I guess he would have been born here. Yeah, he's like, "Nope, I'm not doing this. I'm going down the stairs." Oh my god. Yeah, like when he gets called on police duty, you don't you don't interrupt that. I'm sorry, Rio's in the wrong there. Yeah. Okay. So you brought a spider. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, that's freaky. Oh, really? Okay. I've forgotten a lot of this stuff. Okay, none of this was shown in the previous movie, by the way. The only thing that was shown in the previous movie is that the um the spider that bit Miles was glitching. Uh I still don't understand how that works, but whatever. Oh, wow. That was. I love that accent that he's putting on. Uh oh. Uh huh. Why would anyone be scared when you're just yelling at them like a madman? Never been a parent, but I can definitely understand the humanity of this conversation. Like having something and losing it, a child. Are these like tarps on these buildings or what? I should go. I don't know about that. So he's in the yeah. How? I don't get that. Kicked myself into myself. No echoes. No. So this part is pretty cool. I don't think that's a hypothesis, but I like how when he does, he's looking at different iterations of reality. So that was like a kind of a golden age of comics panel looking reality. Excuse me. What are we doing here? Oh, hey, we're in a Lego universe. Nice. The Daily Bugle. The Venom verse. Oh, she's rolling her eyes at him, just staring at him. I swear to God, that gun is called Venom Mint. Ha 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 ha. Tra- He's out of holes though. Where's he gonna get more holes? Hmm. Beep beep. Man, my understanding is that that Lego scene was actually animated by someone who like he's just someone on YouTube that does these Lego animation projects. Like I don't think it was professionally done, but it looked professionally done. So oh no 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 no! You don't put a microphone in my face. No, no no no. That's a consent issue. No 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 no. You don't do that. Mostly, dude. Can't you write shorter? No more mics for Rio. Nope. Why didn't he just web home? Oh, come on. Can't he just like web up the packs and then just like put him on his back and swing home? Like couldn't he just do that? Oh. Uh wherever he is. Beautiful speech. And he missed it. And of course they're mad about that. It's an excellent like, undressing scenario. I mean, he's got some decent control over his webs, but my goodness. Oh, and where? No, you haven't. E. Uh-huh. Oh, don't say that, dude. Don't. Oh. He's like, you're getting a little too touchy, sweetie. I need to move. Of course you hate that, Peter. Gwanda. Gwanda. Wow. They're just like, nope, you're a teenager. We don't trust you. Which, that's not the attitude to take, by the way. No, you do not own him. That's nice. That's nice. It's still his life. No, the whatever was stupid. That was not the right thing for him to say. But you know what? It was justified. I know where it came from. I get where it came from. He had every right to say it. And they're just snapping at him in public. Yikes. Nope. Nope. Yeah. No. Parents do not own their children. They may be responsible for them. They do not own them. Okay? You can guide them. You can discipline them. I get all of that. Okay? But when a kid says it's my life, you do not tell them, no, it's my life, it's your father's life, it's your grandparents' life. It's like, no, don't do that. Like, I'm really pissed off at his parents right here. I get why they're saying what they said. They phrased it very incorrectly. He misses his friends. He misses his friends from the interdimensional adventure, and that explains a lot of what he's doing, you know? I can't believe he doesn't feel or hear any of this happening. And then here we go. This is the flash forward from Into the Spider-Verse. That was really cool. Hi. Mm-hmm. She's just like walking around looking at everything. Uh, why would you do that? Why would you take it out? Clearly, she's not a collector. She likes to play with them. And they're all of her. Well, she features in most of them. She's so charming as she just kind of looks around his room and yeah. Yeah. Bummer is. Yeah, that was a really cute retort. Is Spider-Man grounded? She's like, "Come on." Mhm. And of course they're no. Go ahead. Say it. 3 months. Yep. I saw it coming. I love this. Like they're just chatting casually and they're doing all these web gymnastics. Look at they're hanging by their feet from their web lines. They're casually just playing tag with the web swinging. A vampire good guy. Mm-hmm. They each took a hot dog and he webbed money to the guy. Loved it. A Shakespeare dimension. Love that. Oh, kid, don't do that. Oh, God. Just licking the windows. Can't you use your spider sense to try to like, find her? She's like, I got to do this other thing while I'm here. Which this was not the time to do that, but whatever. Uh, okay, so she had to plant the spider sensor thingy. Greek burger place? What? Oh. Yeah, okay, so told her that. Oh, I like this. The upside down perspective. I suppose that is. I mean, it's nice that they miss each other. Yeah, that's a good point. They've got a very unique perspectives, you know. They've whatever. I mean, you're definitely different in some ways, but. He leans in a little closer, like, tell me more. And then he pulls away a little bit, like, oh. I love what he says here, though. He's like, I'm not, I'm gonna fight for my chance. I'm gonna fight. He's gonna fight for his chance to shoot his shot, and I love it. Like this. We're just gonna steal some food here. Feelings make me hungry. Plantains. Dude. The mother judgment. Ooh. Small? It's one of those things. Yeah. Stop. Yeah, dude. Oh, hi, mom. Holy crap. You're using my first name. Okay. Ah. Oh, don't break his heart. All this stuff. Oh, like I want more than a handshake. At least give me a hug. Man. So she didn't have to stop by and see him. She did it because she wanted to, you know? And she's probably been told everything, I think, at this point. And so she knows she needs to stay away from him. But this is her friend? Possible romantic interest here. She can't leave him alone. Oh my God. Don't. I love this little dialogue between Miles and his mom. Oh boy. Like, yes, I know that, Mom, but there are no lies between us, I think. And he wants to tell her. He's just not there yet, you know? He's not ready. No, that's not what you should have said. I mean, that was probably the best thing he could have said other than I'm Spider-Man, but, you know. She's whiter than I'd like. She clearly doesn't speak Spanish, but, you know, you seem to like her, so I love how this is a big theme of the movie right here. She's scared that that little child that is Miles, yeah, won't be taken care of. Ria's voice actress does a fantastic job here. I hear you. Go. She ungrounded him for a little bit. For a little bit. You know, just a tiny little bit. Go see your friend, you know. Okay, he's out of sight. This whole are you serious, dude? Whatever. Damn, he caught up to her quick. Oh, wow. Those are some spots. So how did he get them back? Like he was out of spots. How did he get them? See, I'd say the Spider Society screwed up here. There's Liv and Jonathan Owen. Yeah, how'd he get them? Okay. And he's just like, I'm gonna do it anyways. Oh man. Okay, so he recreated a small super collider. Yeah, they're both thinking the same thing. Shoot. Gwen, hi. What you doing? No, he is moving from place to place to place to place. You shouldn't have sent her. You guys should not have sent her in the first place. Oh man. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Well, yeah, this is this is why they shouldn't have sent her. But I got over it, really. Ooh, man. This spider society is vicious. I love this shot right here. She's looking right at him and she doesn't even know it. I like that he's got more control over his camouflage ability now. You need to go through that portal if you're going to go. You never know how long that thing's going to last. And running through. He's like, "You know what? Screw it. I'm going on this interdimensional adventure. This multiversal adventure." Wow. You may want to throw out a web line there, buddy. Ow. Okay, glitching, glitching. The beat here. Dude. And he's Mumbatten. I love that. That's a lot of people on one bike. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. That was a mean kick to the head. Oh, yep, glitching, glitching, and they've both been saved. No? Oh, she saved him. Wait, no. Here we go. One of my favorite characters from this movie, Spider-Man India. His design is excellent. New guy must be in love with you. No, you're pretty new, Miles. Skip the workout because I'm naturally buff. Everyone. I love how just quick the dialogue is here. It's like the whole ATM thing, ATM machines, you know? Police Officer Singh. Love the little crack at the British. Ooh. He'd pretty love me, bro. No. Stop talking about bread, and TT. Oh, it will. I mean, like, he's drawing a lot of power from them. So that place. And he's just like, uh-oh. If I remember correctly, though, we're gonna meet Hobie very soon. Oh boy. Collider sequence bad. Ooh. The Spot's single-mindedness, like, all stems from that insult that he got from Miles. And now he's just like, no, I'm gonna make it so that you'll never insult me like that again. Okay, using those electric powers. Yeah, like, come on, let the dude concentrate. And here he comes. Dang. Just charged right through it like it was nothing. I mean, to be fair, I'm on the Spot side. Yeah, I do like it. I loosened it. Is he bleeding from his armpits? Love this intro. His entire style is amazing. Was briefly a runway model. And your toothbrush. I hope he doesn't believe in. He doesn't believe in a lot of things. Dang. God. It's like his rage is terrifying, you know? And now Obi. Oh. Yep, that's not good. Oh, Pav, why did you have to say it like that? And it's like for a second here, like they're like connected. I guess he sees everything that Jonathan Owen was trying to tell him and what's going to happen. Jeff and Officer Singh. Oh, it's connecting the two. I never caught that before. That is terrifying. You know what would have made that scene even more freaky? Instead of saying, "See you back home, Spider Man," he said, "See you back home, Miles." That would have made this even more tense. Oh boy, that's bad. Yeah, that's all kinds of bad. I'll do it, but not because you told me to. Man, Hogan doesn't have like a lot of time in this movie compared to the others, but like whatever time he gets, they really do really good characterizations with him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Alchemax is coming down on and on everything. I hope all these people that he are yeah, I was like, where are they? Dang. Miles and Pav are one hell of a team. And now they gotta pull people off the bridge. Go, go. Oh, God. And there's a bus falling. Oh, I guess guy 3 is supposed to be his Gwen. And Captain Singh is, of course, Captain Stacy, so. Oh, poor little girl. Oh, boy. I can do both. Oh, no, you can't. He's like, nope, let me go. I'm doing the thing. So he rescues them. And Hobie helps Pav rescue the bus. Like, Miles is not the only one that manipulated events here, though. Oh boy. Oh man. This is a good scene. Right. Yeah. I've never seen him so emotional. It's just a handshake. That is definitely, and even Hobie's happy with him. Like, did his own thing. You're amazing. I mean, Miles has showed that he makes a good team with quite a few of them. Whoa, glitch, 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 glitch. A metaphor for capitalism. And here comes the Spider Society. She just totally like brushes him off. You're. Hobie's like, come on, man. I'm trying to establish you as a rebel, and you're icing my game. I was this cool the whole time. I love like everything Hobie says, everything Hobie does is just like sculpted to being like just oh so cool, you know? Nueva York. All right. Watch this, Miles. Take a look at this. And now look at this. I need to just like I need to just like pause this, put it on really slow motion just so I can catch all of these guys. Like this is ridiculous and I love it. Every spider everywhere. This is what that means, Dan Slott. Or time. Yeah, okay. Oh, distortion. Keeps you from doing that. Peter parked car. That's Andy Samberg for anyone that doesn't already know. Is that a Craven? I don't know. Yeah, that is interesting. Mysterio. Green Goblin. Hey, Yuri. Now, if you believe the rumors, that actually is MCU Aaron Davis. So, well, doesn't. Oh, hello. The voice actress right there, that's Amanda Stenberg, the go home machine. It's, yeah, okay. Yeah, that looks very humane. That rhino looks so happy. Feel like he might have been vibing a little bit with her, and Gwen might have pulled him away a little quickly. A little bit jealous, maybe. I'm thinking. I don't know. And yet you brought everyone here, huh? What is that injection? I love this. You just ripping little pieces of technology, because you're not ready for everybody else. What? Oh, okay. That's supposed to be the reality that he infiltrated at one point. Looking out for my drummer. It's just taking it. He's like taking it, take it, and we know why now. But don't enlist until you know what war you're fighting. Nice. It's a very slow moving island. Just let him have the slow intro. Yes, we know you speak Spanish, Miles. Thank you. Que maravilla. I don't know what that means. Uh, Hi. I ain't even here. Yeah, right. Hey, Peter B. Wow, we're like 2/3 of the way through the movie before Peter B finally shows up. Yay! He kind of has a bite. He defines. Everyone loves that joke. He has a baby. Hobie the anarchist loves the anarchist kid. Looking at each other like, Jesus God, he's got so many pictures of his kid. I salute you. Ah, Lila, the visual aid in residence. The multiverse, it seems. I like how Maz is like, that doesn't sound stupid. Uh, yeah. The death of, yeah, someone close. SM90, Amazing Spider-Man number 90 is where that happened. Captain George Stacy. Spectacular Spider-Man. And there's Andrew Garfield. Yeah. What happened? Yeah. What? And yeah, this is where he's like, You're you don't care about me as much as I think you do you? Avitra. Oh man. And so he decided to take over. Mm-hmm. People are just glitching out of existence. Oh man. So if he was in a universe he shouldn't have been in, why didn't he glitch out? Why did the girl glitch out? Okay, you absolutely know that though. That's hmm? I love how neutral Hobie's expression stays throughout all of this. And there he is. And now the panic sets in. In 2 days. Wow. What? He doesn't even get time to celebrate being a captain. Just this the sense of betrayal here. The thing is that yeah, like before they discover this multiverse team, there's there's no like there's no way of knowing, you know? Lila's like, hey, hey, hey. That does sound pretty messed up. Is that Spider-Man Unlimited back there? It's like everyone is slowly closing in on him. Still, that's his father, you know? Here's Penny for like one line. It's an intervention. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is. Josh Keaton. Damn. He's like, good, I'm glad I'm not helping. And he's like, good luck, man. Good luck. Use your palms. Use the palms. Use the palms. Did a kid do that, mofo? Kobe's like, yeah. I'm out of here. This is bad parenting. Takes off his watch and just says, I'm out. I'm done. That will never not be funny to me. Hey, what's up, guys? That was a badass transformation. And now the chase is on. I remember seeing this chase in the trailers and I was like, what the hell brought this on? And now that I know, oh, kitty cat. You have no idea how happy it made me to see Spider Cat or Peter Parker. So there's Bagman. There's the Burger King special. Was that Spinneret? Oh my god. The cat is still chasing him. Spider Monkey. The web slinger. You didn't wait for 3. I love that. He got the horse. Spider Wolf. Sun Spider. I believe she is EDS. 60s Spider Man. Oh, that was a wicked move. Hello, Peter. Oh no, oh no, ah! Kitty. Well, I'm sorry. There was what? Nowhere to run? What? Again, the dialogue in this movie is so much fun. Yeah, where are you gonna swing to? Okay, Miguel, you're pretty frustrating too. So I don't know about that. And look at him. Does that pink robe help him glide? What's going on there? Oh, dang! She slammed him with the bike. That moment is just heartbreaking. He's caught on a web line. He looks up. He sees it's Gwen's, and he's just like, "Screw you!" and just totally let. She's trying so hard to save him. I know she is. He's like, where'd he go? Peter B. Yeah, that's true. Stop moving so fast. Oh, Josh Johnson doing such a good job here. Oh, oh. So yeah. Oh man, he's getting that heart to heart. That's true. Oh. Turn off your stupid watch, moron. I mean, at least Peter's like, he's like, okay, yeah, good talk. Okay, that is got to be a ridiculous, uh, like timing wise, that was just ridiculous to get through. Jess, shut up. You're not great yourself, all right? Oh, hey. Took your bike away. You weren't so tough, were you, Jess? And why would I? You're the opposition. I'm not going to tell you my plan. Uh-oh. There goes his day pass. Yep, he's going to start glitching now. Okay. Oh, come on, Miguel or Miles. Don't you want to see the moon? You never been to the moon. That'd be cool to put on your resume, right? Wow. Yeah, this thing is ridiculous, but wow. See, I'm wondering about Miguel now. Like, yeah, are you sure you're Spider-Man? And then there was that injection that he did at the, when we first meet him. And it's like, what was that about? Why does he need that injection? Hey, how you doing? Whoa! Snitch! And now it's just the two of them. Okay, what the hell are you talking about? It did. You're a mistake. Damn. You don't know that. You don't know that. Oh my god. Jesus. Yep, they knew. Peter and Gwen knew. Yeah. Yep. He's putting it together. Oh, no. Oh, buddy. Oh yeah. You just brought it down on yourself. They're all coming. Yep. I love this line right here. Now get out of here. I think you should have hit Miguel into one of those rings. It's like, nope, I've disappeared. You're never gonna see me again. Eater B. I swear, I hope more of that electricity like pops again on him. Spider bite. Yeah. What's going on? He's just sneaking around behind her. The go home machine. That is a great name. If you're eagle-eyed when the first time you're watching this, like you'll be able to see that he won't be going home here, but like if you're just kind of casually watching it, it's easy to miss. Uh-huh. And there we go. It's weaving it. Trying to disengage the protocol that Miles started. So she sees it's him now. She realizes what's going on. Yep, nope. He's in the field. Now she sees that they're all arguing over this. You're not getting through, buddy. It's not happening. She has the opportunity to shut it down, but she looks at Miles and he's just like, "Come on. Come on, let me go, please." And so she hesitates just long enough to let him do it. I love that moment. Yeah, no, that's not. mm, You all didn't catch him. Jess, shut up. He beat you, okay? Sure, why not? Let's find out. Ooh. Yeah, you're really good at saying that you can't help people. It's just like, nope, you're not going anywhere. Yeah, Jess knows that this is wrong. She can tell. Yep. See, that went really quickly that time. Yeah, Spider Bite is like, I don't know if that was the right thing to do. Are we? I've had the right amount of you. Oh, Miguel. I agree with the little baby. I agree with Mayday's got the right idea. That was a rough landing. And now Gwen is home. Oh, like the little Spider-Man mug that MJ's got. It wasn't a fight. It was a chase. Yeah. She's like, yeah, okay, of course you didn't. Yeah, her watch is they cut her off. There's no way that's gonna work. Girl can just pick up a car and throw it. No problem. I'm sorry, was that Spider Ham on her on May's PJs? Yeah. And the little venomized version of him too. At halftime. Funny. Uh-oh. I like that she busts his chops. Oh, Dad took the picture, huh? You wouldn't look at her when you had a gun pointed at her. Oh, nice. Hey, you kind of deserve that one, George. That means he might not have to die. Oh, the colors are changing. She webs him, pulls him over to her into a hug. B plus. Yeah, now he might know why. You can just tell that it's from Hobie. Yeah, I'll bet he was. In case it don't work out. I mean, like, that's why he was swiping bits and pieces of technology, But like he clearly decorated it so that it looks like it's his too. She's like, Dad, I gotta go. I'll be back as soon as I can. Big ass mystery. Well, I assume that's what you sign up for. I never did. So, oh, this is just like a nightmare sequence that he's, you know. Doc Ock claws or tentacles. Those are Olivia's tentacles too. Just do what your Uncle Aaron says. Keep going. So they've come to his home dimension. You don't gotta call me that till I'm sworn in, which is gonna be happening soon. So Jess is staking out his dad. All right, Scarlet Spider is checking out his home. So where is Miguel at then? And now you're not going to be a problem, at least not for a little bit. God. You got home, kid. Right? Right? That was a really quick change. A little bit. What'd you do to your hair? That's the first, like, huh? He's finally ready to tell her. Tells him about the spot before, or he tells her about the spot before he tells her about he's Spider-Man. I don't know about that. You understand? And her reaction here is just like, what? That's the second, like, huh? Yeah, there we go. It's like, you don't know who Spider-Man is? Comics Con. Uh-huh. And then there is nothing going on in this room. It's like, huh? Where is he? Okay, the whole like stop mentioning your dad, like she cuts him off pretty quick whenever he does it. You and there we go. Glitching. What's that a symptom of? That's clue number 3. Yep. Yep. He went to the home dimension of the spider that bit him, not to his home. Earth 42. I think he's supposed to go to I think it's 1610. So what's going on? Well, well, well. That's clue number 4 that you're not in the right place. Yep. On purpose. Mm-hmm. So they've got money troubles, you know. Yeah, this is the first we've seen of Rio since her little chat with Miles, you know. We got to roll. Oh, that's you know. Yeah, yeah. You know, I'm not feeling so good at the moment. And apparently, a world without Spider-Man is a dark gothic mess, apparently. Captain Jeff Morales. Knocked him on out. Hey, hey, hey. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's like, well, I'm gonna try not to get him hurt. That's what Spider-Man said to him earlier. Jeez, wow. Statement withdrawn. And Jess is seeing all of this. Oh, 5 months. It's a beautiful little speech she gives right there. See, I like how Jess sees all of this happening and she's like just guilt ridden enough to be like, I'm gonna let her work. Like you know, I respect that. I really do. And then we have this scene right here. Oh my god. Well, glitching hasn't stopped. And now he's just gonna let him spin slowly while he dangles in the air. He is trying so hard to just explain and get him on his side. And yeah. Yeah, no, that's not enough of an explanation. So, how do you know that? Oh, good guy. Dang. Turned and he popped that bag. It's like, I'm not the Prowler. So then who is? Funny you should ask. Mayor Manfredi? Wow. So I don't know if you heard I don't know if you heard J. Jonah Jameson in the voiceover there. Basically, there's a bunch of Sinister Six gangs fighting in the street. And it said that if there was a vigilante, the Daily Bugle would support them. So if Miles does any vigilanteing here, Jonah would be on his side. And here's the reveal. Let's call you Kilometer Morales. This guy is very like, I don't care. Like, why would you harm this version of yourself, though? You know? Like, now that he's basically explained, I was kind of put here, without knowing it. Like, why wouldn't you help him? He's you, after all, you know? And now the spot is back. Probably about to do his own brand of destruction, you know, in a moment. The baby's like, hey, Dad, you need to check this out. Look who's here. Don't tell Mom. Mayday,'s like, all right, let's go. And again, Gwen, Peter B, Pav, Hobie, Spiderbite, Ham, Penny, Noir. And let's face it, Jess, too. This right here. Look at what Miles is doing. He's like, you know what? Don't look at the eyes, or don't look at the face, look at the hands. Hell yes, I want in. I want to know the rest of this story, damn it. So very proud of her by the end of this, you know? Oh man. These headphones, they press my glasses against my ears. Kind of hurts, but you know. I guess that's just part of the experience of wearing glasses. I don't think I've ever really paid attention to these end credits before. Miles in a cityscape that's turning into spots. Interesting. So, if I were Spider-Man, I wouldn't want to charge into the spot's biggest spot on his. I wouldn't want to do that. Who's he? Okay, great big spider falls on him, knocks him through the floor. Luna Lauren Velez, I assume that's his mom. Jake Johnson. We didn't really, like, I mean, he was there, but we didn't really get that much of him, you know? Karan Soni was Pav. I wonder how much of this little demonstration here is like, I don't know, hints for the next part of the story. Oscar Isaac as Miguel, which he did a good job. He made Miguel both sympathetic and also someone I wanted to beat the crap out of. So, like, who's the main antagonist in this movie? I mean, it's probably the Spot. I would say that Miguel is probably a secondary antagonist, But he's a very strong secondary antagonist, you know? All the spiders chasing Miles was just that entire chase sequence was amazing. So cool. Where did he go? Oh, okay. Miles. Oh, I like that. Miles and his prowler self squaring off at the end there. That's really interesting. Like the Miles that could have been if he had never gotten bitten by the spider, at least in that universe, you know. I like that. Miles Morales will return in Beyond the Spider-Verse. And I think in the movies at least they actually gave a release date. I don't know. I might just be imagining that. But the original release date, this came out in 2023. I think the original release date had been March 2024. And here we are. Here we are in July 2025, and that ain't happened yet. Right now, the release date for Beyond the Spider Verse is late June 2027, which I know that's a long ways off, but like that makes more sense to me because there were 5 years between Into the Spider Verse and Across the Spider Verse. So as far as I'm concerned, 4 years or wait, yeah, 4 years. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'll even be okay with 2028 if it comes down to it. But if it goes beyond that, then I'll start complaining. So I don't remember if there's a post credit scene to this one, but we're just gonna let it play. We've got less than 2 minutes, anyways. So okay, less than a minute left. All right. I guess there is not a post credit scene, which is fine by me at this point because there's like less than 10 seconds at this point. Okay. All right. Oh, you know, this is one of those movies that I can watch and I don't think I ever really get tired of it. I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm here for it. I love it. So, okay. All right. Give me just a second here. We've stopped the we've stopped the timer. We're going to reset the timer and then we are going to send the timer away along with its control panel. So, okay. Give me a second. How much is there? There's not a lot to go through. We got 6 votes, 3 for others. We got 2 for Miles and 1 for Gwen. So very nice. Thanks to everyone that voted. All right, let's talk a little bit about this movie. Um, again, this is one of those movies I could probably just watch this all day long and not only enjoy it, I can find out things about it that I just didn't know before while I'm paying close attention to certain parts of it. That's certainly what happened here. There were a couple of new things I discovered, like I did not realize such things. And it's because this story is just so densely packed with not only like cameos and little bits of trivia and stuff like that, but it just shows that a lot of thought and a lot of love really went into this movie, and it's just it really shows. It shows in the artwork, it shows in the dialogue, it shows in the plot, and just everything that's going on. Um, this to me is one of the quintessential Spider-Man experiences, and I think that one of the reasons that it is because it takes the idea of Spider-Man canon and basically says maybe we should just consider blowing it up. You know, to me that's what Miles represents. You know, the to quote Christopher Pike from Star Trek, the power of possibility. Um, Gwen tells him, in every reality I've seen, Gwen falls for Spider-Man, and in every other reality, it doesn't go well. And then Miles's response to that was, "It's got to be a first time for everything, right?" So again, the power of possibility. I think that in a lot of ways, that is what this movie represents. So, but I could go on about the cast. I could go on about the art direction. Suffice it to say, this is a beautiful movie. It's not even just a beautiful Spider-Man movie. It is a beautiful movie. And I stand by my claim from earlier where I said, you could take any single frame of this movie and you could hang it up on your wall and it would work as a legit piece of art. I agree with that. I think that is a worthwhile phrase to describe this movie. Um, I find that you have co-protagonists in Miles and Gwen, and then I feel like you have co-antagonists in the Spot and then Miguel. I feel like the Spot is the main antagonist and Miguel is a secondary antagonist because Miguel at the end of the day is going after the Spot as well. But they're both in Miles's way. They're both in Gwen's way in certain ways and respects. And it all makes for a very compelling story where Miles finds out a lot of things about himself that are like, oh, that's, kind of wish I'd known that, but I kind of wish I hadn't known that because that's not fun to find out. And then you also, uh, you also see that that was a reason why his friends weren't able to come back and hang out with him, because they learned that he was the original anomaly. He learned that you know he has a unique effect on canon, and that's the reason that they wanted him isolated. Ugh, it's so good. Um, you can see the heartbreak on Miles's face and Gwen's face as they discover betrayals and all of these things, and it makes for one of those stories that works on an operatic level as well, a soap operatic level, where they're just like, there's all this stuff going on, there's all these high stakes, but also at the heart of it, there are these two people who are trying to do the best by themselves and for each other, and it all goes to hell. Classic Spider-Man story in that sense, and I love it. And again, this this is one of those movies I could put this on and I could play it and watch it and listen to it and love it. And yeah, this was just a natural fit for Classics Revisited. It was a natural fit for a belated Spider-Man Day celebration. So of course, I very much enjoyed watching this, and hopefully you did as well. Thank you for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and thwip the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, if you haven't, excuse me, also, if you enjoyed this reaction, please consider sharing this out with your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. I would say in this case, Spider-Man fans. Share me out to the Spider-Man fans. Oh yes, oh yes. What'd you think of this movie? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this film. You can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. There is a master playlist of all movies that I have watched and reacted to, and I'm starting to divide it up into smaller playlists, mostly by genre. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse would be animated, action, adventure, science fiction, maybe comedy, I'm not so sure. Maybe family? I don't know about that one either. And then probably some tagged subgenre playlists that I would put this in would be comic books, superheroes, and of course, Spider-Man. So whichever of those playlists you're looking for, you can find them on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Party. And finally, channel memberships are now available on the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel. Check out the membership tiers and see which benefits you'd like access to. Perks include shoutouts, members-only videos, members-only live streams, and early access to selected uploaded content, and that's not even mentioning my custom emotes and badges, which, hey, I think look pretty good. Check out the membership tiers today and see which perks you'd like access to. All right, and I think that's everything, so thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Okay, all right, let's have a look, see what you guys were saying. Let's see. All right. Okay, CG says that he remembers seeing a TV spot for Across the Spider-Verse where Dr. Octopus showed up and old audio of Alfred Molina was played. I don't think that the scene is in the film, though. There is a scene where a Doc Ock pops up and it does play Hello Peter from Alfred Molina. I don't know if that's what you're referring to, but it does happen. It happens during the chase. And it's one of those like blink and you'll miss it moments, you know. The Doc Ock scene could be in the film, but there's so many cameos in the film that it's hard to tell. No, it's definitely in there. It's funny how J.K. Simmons has been in more Spider-Man films than the actors that have played Spider-Man. That's true. That's true. In Spider-Man 2.1, there is a scene with Jonah in the Spider-Man costume, and it's pretty funny. It's really brief, but it's really funny. Gwen Stacy has really come a long way in the film. She went from being a supporting character in Spider-Man 3 to being one of the most important characters in Amazing Spider-Man and in Spider-Verse. You are absolutely correct. And it's really, I mean, I'm so glad that we eventually got Spider-Gwen out of all of this, because it's really, I feel like that's a really good way to honor the original character, to, you know, to kind of, because when you think about it, the whole refrigerator, women in refrigerators trope, which you know is where a girlfriend or female supporting character for a superhero is killed or dismembered or just treated horribly in the name of generating pain for the male superhero to overcome. And while Gwen Stacy may not be the woman that this trope is named after, she is arguably the first one. And basically, like, I feel like it's a good way to turn that trope on its head for her character. So okay, let's see. You think that it would have been fun if Vulture was voiced by Michael Keaton? That would have been fun. I like the voice actor that did the Vulture in this one though. I felt like they really did a good job with him. Wonder if anyone thought that the film was over 20 minutes in. I wonder if anybody thought that the film was over 20 minutes in because of how long the introduction was. Would have been funny if people started walking out. I mean, like, I think I think I think it goes to show that the introductions are important, but they're not like absolutely necessary, you know? Like, I mean, you do need to do them eventually, but like I feel like in this instance they wanted to tell a really good story, and I feel like they did that here. So like to the point where it's like, yeah, okay, here's your intro now, you know. I don't know. As a kid, CG primarily just knew the Spot from his appearance in the Spider-Man cartoon show. Are you talking about the 90s one? Because I remember that one. And it turns out like the Spot, or at least the scientist who becomes the Spot, he's actually a fairly decent guy. You know, almost kind of like this Spot could have been if he didn't take Miles's insult so personally and really try to level himself up so he could become a real threat. So, you know. Imagine if there was a Gwenverse film where Spider-Gwen meets the Gwens from Spider-Man 3 and Amazing Spider-Man as well as the various animated versions. I'll be honest with you, I'm not that interested in it. Like, I mean, I know that these things exist, particularly in the comics, and I'm glad that there's an audience for them. I'm just not really that interested. Like, I'm just gonna stay with Spider-Verse and, you know, leave it at that. So CG thinks that it would be sweet if Jamie Foxx's Electro met Miles because of No Way Home. I mean, you never know. It could still happen. I think it would be pretty cool, too. I think it would have been fun if the symbiote Peter from Spider-Man 3 was in the film. I mean, you know, I don't know. I guess I'm fairly neutral on it. We see very little of Tobey Maguire in this film, and I think that's just the right amount personally, but that's just me. So, since the Sony villain films haven't been big hits, CG thinks that it would be funny to have live action Morbius and Craven amongst the villains that were captured by the animated superhero or spider heroes. I mean, they did it with the Prowler. They could have. Also, imagine if Dakota Johnson showed up in Spider-Verse 3 as Madam Web. Uh, you must really like those films, man, because I've not thought of any of that. Okay, CG like the first season of the Spectacular Spider-Man, hasn't seen the second season though. The second season was pretty good. The second season ends in a way where things are clearly not tied up, and so I don't know. I get angry that it never got a third season. So, all right. You think that I said Bagman, but for a moment CG thought that he heard me say Batman. It would have blown your mind if Batman had shown up. I mean, frankly, mine too. The 1960 Spider-Man cartoon was a show that CG watched a lot as a kid. If nothing else, it is at least one of the most entertaining versions of Spider-Man. I don't think I have seen a single uh like I've seen clips of it on the internet. I've never actually watched that show though. So CG thinks that an anime focused on Penny would be cool. She would be a perfect fit for an anime, very clearly because of how she's styled. CG thinks that Oscar Isaac now has 3 Marvel roles, which are Apocalypse, yes, Moon Knight, yes, and Spider-Man, yes. And depending on how many roles you want to give his Moon Knight character, you could add 3 more to that. How you feel about the animation in Across the Spider-Verse is how I feel about the animation in, or how CG feels about the animation in his favorite anime, Code Geass. Okay. Thank you for letting me know about the Doc Ock cameo. Of course. CG remembers the J. Jonah Jameson dressed as Spider-Man scene. He thinks that it was one of the main highlights of Spider-Man 2.1. It really was. Like I was like, Jonah says all these terrible things about Spider-Man because he wants to be Spider-Man secretly, whether he admits it or not. CG thinks that I would like the 1960s Spider-Man a lot if I saw it. Dude, if I ever get the chance, I'm going to find a version and I'm going to do reaction videos for it. So, don't know how that would happen or when, but if it can, one of these days it'll happen. So, all right. Yeah, this was a good watch. I enjoyed it. It's fun as always. There's very little I have to say. I took one of my coworkers to see this movie after work one day, and I had forgotten that she hates cliffhangers. So when the movie ends, she turns to me and she's like, "I'm going to kill you." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I get it. I understand and respect that. I'm still gonna run away though." So, all right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me for this belated Spider-Man Day celebration. This was a lot of fun. I always enjoy a chance to watch Spider-Man movies. I'll be watching 2000's Spider-Man again this year, because there's a terrible sound cut off halfway through it that I need to re-record it, so we're gonna re-record it. We'll be doing that later this month on one of the Sunday shows. So, anyways, I'm gonna head off. Thanks again for being here, guys. Take care. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.